For those of you that just joined, my name is Maureen Smith. I'm the External Engagement Coordinator at Mercy College of Health Sciences. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about our campus resources available for students. So this is today's purple and green info session. These campus resources that I'm going to go over are specific to primarily current students as they navigate their academic lives and their personal lives as they go through school at Mercy College. So a few things before we get started with our resources. I wanted to make sure you know who you're dealing with today. So Andy Gress is our Director of Admissions. He's down in our chat, and he'll be answering questions throughout their presentation as they come up, and then we'll also have some time at the end, hopefully to kind of go through some of those for everybody that is able to join us a little bit later or might have missed some in the chat feature. So again, Andy Gress, Director of Admissions, down in the chat, and then I am your presenter for the day, Maureen Smith, External Engagement Coordinator. A few rules for the day. Again, just make sure that you keep all of your microphones muted so that we're not competing with audio, and just submit all of those questions via the chat feature. I am going to ask that everyone go down to the chat feature and submit your name and maybe your program of interest so that we have a sign-in basically for students. And maybe when we get back to campus, we can get you some swag like a cool Mercy College t-shirt or anything like that. And once again, those questions that you submit in the chat feature will be answered by Andy throughout the presentation. And then again, we'll try and work through them towards the end of the presentation today. A couple of campus updates. We are still working remotely, so all of us, as you see, are working from our homes instead of being actually physically on campus. That does not mean that we're any less accessible. All of our contact information is listed on our website, so you can call, chat, video with us at any time. If that's whatever you need to do in order to make sure that you get all of your questions answered before classes start, we're here for you. So feel free to check out our website. You can go to that link right here, that nchs.edu/help for all of our contact information. I do want to remind people that maybe haven't been aware or haven't tuned in for a while. Our summer semester, it has been decided that we are going to conduct it online. So all of your summer classes will be online throughout the entire semester. So a lot of the resources that I'm going to discuss today will actually be geared specifically towards remote learning and the kinds of things that I think might be helpful for you as you start your classes over the summer. That being said, we do post pretty frequently any COVID-19 updates that we have at this website, so nchs.edu/health. So if you are trying to make sure that you have everything in order, you want to know maybe when we're going back to campus, when that's decided, that's a good place to start to look for updates. Also, all of our social media. So we're active on all of the main social media sites: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of those places. You can find updates on our campus and our student life activities throughout the semesters. Those are all really great places to stay informed no matter what the circumstances are, so working remotely or whether we're on campus. I definitely recommend everybody follow us on social media so that you get those updates. Okay, so like I said, a lot of the resources that I'm going to cover today are more geared specifically for current students and students that are enrolling for the first time at Mercy College. I want to make sure that you know how to access these outside of this presentation so that you know all of these are listed on our website. They're all accessible through our website. That's where you're going to find most of the student resources available for people on campus. You can access them any number of ways. You can go directly to our list of student resources at nchs.edu/students, and that'll take you to a list of common links and quick links and resource guides for specifically for students. Otherwise, you can go to nchs.edu, and then in the top corner of the page, you'll find this students option. You just click on that and it'll take you to that same list. So it'll be, you can access them either one of two ways. You can also use this search function on our website. So you click on that little magnifying glass and type in whatever you're looking for. I would recommend something a little bit more specific than just resources, because there's going to be a ton that come up for that. But if you have something specific that you're looking for, that search bar is also a great option for you too. But this list that I'm kind of going to highlight some of our major resources on, we'll walk you through some of the different tutorials and remote resources available for you as students, as well as some of the guides and kind of resources that are available for you to learn about how to remote learn. We know that when you originally, expressed an interest in attending Mercy College, you might not necessarily have thought it would all be done online. We definitely didn't. So that's why we've developed some of these guides for you, and these info sessions in particular, to kind of help you navigate some of those things, so you're not just kind of cast into that world without any reference. So I'll go through some of them. I've highlighted a few different things specifically that I think will be helpful for students. The first of which is going to be our IT team. So I know a lot of the questions that we've been getting in our offices have been how to access certain things. Our information and technology team are fantastic at helping students to navigate their primarily their student accounts. So those are the things that you see before you on this slide are primarily what our IT team is going to be able to help you with. So they are working pretty much constantly to make sure that we are implementing all of the things that we need in order to make the transition for you as smooth as possible for your online learning experience. So if you have questions about accessing your student accounts, or if something's not quite working or you're not sure where to go, feel free to contact our IT team and they'll be happy to help you walk through that. They are, like I said, primarily going to be able to help you with your student accounts. So they have different tutorials with how to download software and navigating certain areas for your technical experience on campus. Specifically, they have D2L, MyMercy, Webmail, and Teams tutorials available for you on our website, so that you can make sure you're downloading the right thing, first of all, and know how to access them. We also have several mobile apps for your student accounts. For those of you that don't know, D2L is going to be primarily your student account for your academic side of Mercy College. So they've got a lot of really good tutorials and resources and announcements. Our Student Success Center will post different links to learning guides, to info sessions that they're hosting. Our financial aid team will post important deadlines for you, so you don't miss out on scholarship opportunities or anything like that. So those are all kind of run through your D2L account. In addition, it's the primary place for your course information. So your courses will post different documents, they'll post grades and things in your D2L account. So that's where you go to find all of that information. Last week, we hosted a session on your MyMercy account. So if you have questions, I definitely recommend you check out our website for that. We have several different resources available for navigating your MyMercy account. This is more the business side of your student experience at Mercy College. So if you need to pay a bill, you need to see what kind of financial aid you've gotten, or to check out your schedule or anything like that, your MyMercy account is going to be the best place to do that. It's also where you can go, I mentioned checking your schedule. So if you are looking to order textbooks in the next few days, you'll need to have your schedule in front of you so that you know which classes you're ordering for, and you make sure that you get the right editions and everything like that. So your MyMercy is another really, really important part of your student experience. Your student email is hosted through Webmail, so that's just an Outlook app that you can download. As we go through your remote learning experiences, a lot of your classes will actually meet via Microsoft Teams. So you can download the app for that as well. It'll kind of vary from course to course, but the majority of courses will use Microsoft Teams to meet for the actual sessions. Like I said, I know that a lot of you probably did not anticipate being an online student when you signed up to come to Mercy College. We know that, and like I said, we've tried to make several resources available for you to help make that transition as smooth as possible. So that being said, if you don't know that you will be able to be successful as a distant student, and you think that you might not have the resources available that you need in order to succeed, we do have a laptop request form on our website. So if you don't have a laptop or you don't have one that you think will be easy to work with while you're in school, you can contact our IT department and they'll help navigate some of that information for you and make sure that you're set up for success for your semester. It's about a 6-question survey, and our IT team that you submit on our website, and then our IT team will be in touch with you after that. If you're having issues with any of these things listed here, you can always contact our IT team via a help form. It's included in the emails that I send out after all of these info sessions. There's a link to it in all of those, but also you can go to it directly at mchs.edu/students/contact-it-support. So it's again in that email that I send out after all of these info sessions. And then it is also included in that list of resources that I talked about at the beginning of the presentation underneath that students link. The next one that I wanted to make sure that we highlighted for you today is accessing the library. This will be invaluable to you as a student, I'm sure, as it is the main source of research material for students on campus. This picture that you see in front of you is really all of our library on campus. So that's pretty much the whole space that you see. However, that's only about 2% of our actual resources available for students. So most of our resources are already available online for you because we know that you're not always able to make it to campus to access those resources. So we have over 150,000 different ebooks for your convenience. We have several different databases for you to search and conduct research in, as well as over 60 different journal subscriptions. So you should be set in terms of research materials. If you're not sure how to navigate any of those, you're not sure how to conduct a research session or anything like that, there are several tutorials and how-to videos on our library website. And if you have any questions, our librarians are fantastic at connecting with students. So they're available any number of ways. You can chat with them specifically through our website on the library homepage, or you can download this Ask a Librarian app. And you can text them, IM them, email them. Just make sure to favorite Mercy College of Health Sciences and they'll be able to get you connected with whatever resources you need. So super, super important. Like I said, this picture that you see is really only 2% of our resources. So over 98% available to you was already online and is still available for you through our website and through our library databases. So make sure you connect with our librarians and they'll help you navigate those databases and archives and other libraries that we are affiliated with. The third major department on campus that I wanted to make sure that we highlighted for you is, in fact, our Norcitis Student Success Center. So they are specifically dedicated to your personal and professional success. We offer counseling through a full-time personal counselor. So she's a confidential resource on campus. Her name's Maria, and she is awesome. She will set up a video chat with you during this time of remote working. So if you have any needs for just to talk to someone, Maria will be able, you can reach out to Maria and she'll be able to set up a time that you can video chat with her, or just set up a phone call or anything like that. Anything that you need, she's going to be there for. In addition to all of our academic advisors. So a lot of you have probably already worked with an academic advisor as you finish your orientation and get registered for classes. You've probably worked one-on-one with an advisor already. Those are really great resources for making sure you're signing up for the right classes throughout the year and making sure that you have every opportunity to access resources on campus. So if you're struggling in a class, if you just need to know a little bit more about how to study and focus while working from home, your advisors are really great at walking you through some of that. They've got tons of resources available for you on how to become a better student, especially during this remote learning time. They also will host different information sessions. I know I was just reading their newsletter this morning, so they're gonna host success seminars starting the first day of classes at the lunch hour so that you know what resources are available to you and that you know who to connect with should you need any of them. They're also the ones that will make those ADA accommodations. So if you need any help with the testing or anything like that, you can just contact our Student Success Center and they'll get you set up with those. Also available through our Student Success Center are our tutoring services. So I mentioned D2L earlier. That's one of the really important student accounts that you'll want to be able to navigate throughout your time at Mercy College. Also available on your D2L is the Smart Thinking online tutoring. So you can log into your D2L account and you can either search for the Smart Thinking link or you can search for online tutoring. Both will get you there. And you can set up times to meet with individual tutors in our Student Success Center for whatever courses or programs you might need help with. We also have a writing coach available. So all of those are online resources through our tutoring services that are available for you. And then, like I said, they also have several different academic resources and tips available for you, especially now during this remote learning time where no one really thought we would be for the summer semester. It's really, they've got a lot of really great resources available for navigating some of the databases and making sure that you have some focusing tips and study tips available for you as well. They also coordinate with several different organizations in our Des Moines community to make sure that students never have to worry about like housing or childcare or anything like that. So if you are someone that is looking for help, you don't even know where to begin to look for childcare or food or housing help, they have a community resource guide available for you, and they'd be happy to connect you with several different organizations in the community to make sure that you get those needs covered so that you're not overwhelmed from every different direction as you start classes. So those are things that you shouldn't have to worry about that our Student Success Center will help you to take care of. I did want to highlight a few additional resources available for our students. Our campus ministry department is really great at providing spiritual resources for students. So as many of you know, we are a Catholic institution founded by a Catholic religious order, and we hold a lot of the same values and everything that we have always held throughout our entire history. That being said, you do not have to be Catholic to come to Mercy College. It just means that we have certain faith-based resources available for students of all faith backgrounds, but that are more directly connected to your spiritual health and wellness. So the campus ministry department, you actually see Bo Bonner is our director of campus ministry. I've known Bo for many, many years. He is an excellent listener. So if you ever have any need to talk to someone and you are looking for more of a spiritual conversation or even just a personal one, feel free to reach out to our campus ministry department. We also have prayer requests available through our website that you can submit. And then they also will partner with the Diocese of Des Moines, which has several different spiritual resources available for people in the community as well. Mercy College does participate in veterans benefits. I would definitely recommend that if you think you might be eligible for any kind of veterans benefits, that you contact our registrar's office. You can do so through our website, through that link that I mentioned at the beginning, that mchs.edu/help to find that contact information, or you can just shoot an email directly to our registrar's office at registrar@mchs.edu. So it's pretty straightforward there. We also, again, this was kind of touched on in our session last week, so if you want more information about our bookstore, feel free to send me an email or check our website for that video. I won't go into too much detail here, but I did want to make sure that people are aware of the resource of a bookstore voucher. So if you have excess financial aid, so more financial aid than you need to cover your tuition and fees, you can apply for a bookstore voucher on our website. That basically will open up a line of credit through our bookstore so that you can get those textbooks ordered and have your financial aid cover them. There is also a discount specifically for nursing students using the Lippincott textbooks. So if you have questions about that discount, you can feel free to email me or our financial aid department as well, and we'll make sure that you have the proper paperwork for that as well. And then again, that Mercy, our main site is incredibly important for navigating those resources. All of the resources that I've highlighted today are available on our website, just in that main big student list that I was talking about at the beginning. Specifically, resources for remote learning are located at this URL, so mchs.edu/remote. Again, you don't have to scribble down all of these URLs and everything that I'm throwing at you during this presentation. I'll make sure they're included in our follow-up emails so that you can just click on them a little bit later today. But that will have a listing of all of the remote resources available for students so that you know kind of where to go if you have any questions about remote learning, what it means to be a remote student, how you're going to take your tests online and everything like that. All of those are answered in our remote resource page. So feel free to navigate any of our resources on our website. Again, a lot of these resources are oriented to students that are either starting courses this summer or are current students already. But I wanted to make sure that you were all aware of them so that you can start your classes in a few weeks with confidence in knowing what to do and where to go if you have any questions. And finally, we're all resources for you on campus. So if you have any questions whatsoever, we're all here. Even though we can't be physically on campus, we are always available to answer any questions that you have via email or phone call or video chat. I definitely recommend reaching out to your admissions counselors and your Student Success Center academic advisors. Those are going to be your one-on-one kind of resources that'll help get you connected to the people that you need to be connected with on campus. Our financial aid team is great at responding to students. If you have questions about how to navigate your MyMercy account or how to pay your bill or what kind of financial aid you might be eligible for, feel free to send us an email, give us a call. All of our contact information, like I mentioned, is all on our website, so you can find it on there. We do have several different representatives in all of our different departments manning email, phones, everything like that, so that we are able to respond as quickly as possible to you. And then, like I mentioned, all of these other resources that are available to you as students, feel free to contact our IT team or any of our counseling services or anything like that in our Student Success Center and our Campus Ministry Department, as well as our librarians in our library. Again, those are really, really great resources for you, both academically, so as a professional student, and then personally, to make sure that you're succeeding in every area of your life. Because we don't want to take care of you just as students at Mercy College. We want to make sure that you are able to succeed in a personal way as well. And so, like I said, all of us on campus are here for you. Feel free to reach out to any of us and we'll get you connected with whoever you need to be connected with in order to get those questions answered. I do want to highlight a few things to do now in between the next couple of weeks when classes start. So we do have one more purple and green session before the start of the official term. You can access that and sign up for it at mchs.edu/infoseries. It'll be a short video, kind of very similar to this, that'll just kind of go over some reminders and tips for what you'll need to complete before you start classes during that first week. So some important reminders for you there, as well as just some things that you'll want to keep an eye out for in the coming weeks. My contact information is also listed all over this page. So if you scroll down to the bottom, there's an FAQ section, and my info is at the bottom of that page. So if you have any questions about anything, feel free to shoot me an email or give me a call, and I'll make sure that I get those questions answered for you as soon as possible, or get you connected to whoever you need to talk to. If you are taking classes this spring and you are finishing them up, just make sure to send us your final official transcripts from those schools so that we can get all of your transfer credits evaluated and added to your official records. If you have not already, make sure that you finish your orientation online and submit all of those forms at the end. This is super, super important. You cannot get registered for classes for the summer until you finish your orientation. and your orientation will not be considered complete until you have all of those forms at the end submitted. So make sure that you are able to log in to your D2L account and able to finish that online orientation. Again, if you have questions or any issues with that, feel free to send me an email or contact our IT department if it's just about getting into your account. And we'll try to make sure that you are able to get access so that you can finish that and get registered. If you haven't already, make sure that you submit your 2019-2020 FAFSA. Summer is kind of an interesting time. It's just on the last part of an academic year. So your 2019-2020 FAFSA will go all the way through the end of your summer semester. In the fall, it'll start with your 2020-2021 FAFSA at the start of that academic year. But right now, so we'll need both eventually, but right now the most important thing is, if you haven't already, make sure that you submit your 2019-2020 FAFSA so that we can make sure that you are able to get financial aid or at least know what you're eligible for that summer semester. If you have already submitted a 2019-2020 FAFSA and you haven't heard from us, make sure that you've added our school code. So that code is right there in front of you. It's at 006273. We won't get your information unless you've already added our school code to your FAFSA. So that's super important if you haven't already done so. I can also tell you whether or not we've gotten your FAFSA information, so feel free to send me an email, and I'll help you navigate some of that as well. So again, that 2019-2020 is really important for the summer semester, and then starting in the fall, we will need your 2020-2021 FAFSA. If you have all of your information ready, I would definitely recommend submitting your FAFSA as soon as possible, especially by July 1st, so that we're able to make sure that you, if you're eligible for any state funding, that you're able to get that. So that's the deadline for a lot of state grants. So you want to make sure that you have your 2020-2021 FAFSA submitted by July 1st as well. I mentioned it a little bit earlier. If you're starting to think about ordering textbooks, make sure that you take a look at your financial aid that you have available, and you can apply for a bookstore voucher or contact us if you're having issues navigating our bookstore. Those you can access the bookstore via our main website, so that mchs.edu, and they will, or you can use that search bar function at the top of the page, and it will take you right to it. Or it's also listed in our student resources page. I know this is not as emergent for people right now, especially since we have moved our summer semester online. But if you are from outside of the Des Moines area and you're thinking about moving, definitely start looking at housing options. One of the main ones that I would like to highlight is the College Hill Apartments. This is a really popular one for our students because it is right above us. So although they are technically a separate business from us, College Hill Apartments shares our Academic Center for Excellence building. So they're right above our student services. So you could rent an apartment from College Hill, take a ride down the elevator, meet with someone in student success, and then walk down the hall to your classes. So it's pretty popular for our students, and they're pretty nice apartments. So I would definitely recommend checking them out. Their website is right here in front of you, so that's collegehilldsm.com. And then, as always, contact us with any questions that you might have. So we have tons of representatives available for you to answer those questions and get you connected with who you need to be on campus. So if you have questions, you're still not sure where to go, or if I've really confused you in any of these info sessions, shoot us an email, request a video chat on our website, and we'll make sure that you get all of those questions answered before classes start. I'm really glad that you were able to join us today.